What's going on, man? It's your boy Tren. Welcome back to the channel once again, man. As y'all can hear, the nature out here is crazy. Strangest sounding bird calls I ever heard in my life. I'm in a little park right now. I'm in Thailand. Specifically, I'm in Pattaya, Thailand. And I just found this little park on the way to this. I was going to the beach, actually. You know what I'm saying? The beach right down the street. Well, up the hill and down the hill. But I just stopped at this little park, man, because Thailand got so many different little scenic locations you can go out here and just relax in, record videos in. It's just a beautiful place altogether. So in this video, man, I'm gonna tell y'all as much as I can about what to expect when you get in Thailand after 60 days, okay? I done been here like more than 60 days, okay? I think it's more than 60 days. It's somewhere around like 63, 64, something like that. But I done been here to the point that I had to go get me an extension, right? I went to Malaysia, had a good time in Malaysia for a while. Then I flew back to Thailand, got my second stamp. Now that's one thing I want to go ahead and let you know about the visa stuff if you plan on moving to Thailand or if you already out here and don't know what to do. Once you get your first stamp, entering into Thailand, that counts as one stamp, if I'm not mistaken, okay? Fact check me if I'm wrong, but I'm still here, obviously. I ain't got kicked out yet. I don't plan on getting kicked out. But like I said, when you do your so-called border run, or when you go to another location, because Southeast Asia has so many different places that you can go to, why not go to another place? Why just stay in Thailand, you know, for like your whole 30 days? Get what I'm saying? So I decided to go to Malaysia, enjoy Malaysia. And by the way, Malaysia is just like Thailand, but it's just a little bit more Muslim oriented. It's a little bit more civilized and more family oriented as well if you decide to go to Malaysia. Okay, but came back from Malaysia, they booked me again for a second stamp, and my second stamp ain't expired till sometime next year, the beginning of next year, okay? So now the rule is you can only enter Thailand like twice before you have to get a visa, okay? So after you get them 2 stamps, you have to apply for your visa, and they have multiple different kinds of visas. Now I'm not gonna get into the different kinds of visas they have. That's not why I'm here to make this video, because I'm not 100% accurate on my information, but I do know you have to get a visa after you come in Thailand, enter Thailand two times already, okay? But here's the kicker. But before you enter into Thailand, if you get your visa before you enter into Thailand from another country, if you get a visa from where you at, you don't gotta do all this stuff I'm telling y'all. That's why I'm not making this video about visas. I'm just making this video to let y'all know what it's like being in Thailand after 60 days. Okay, look at the views, y'all. Look at the views. Beautiful out here, man. It's just paradise. It's so peaceful out here. Everybody's so nice and so genuine. I mean, my stress level has went down versus when I was in the States. You know, if you've been following my channel, you already know my situation and what I was going through, and y'all know I'm trying to get my energy balanced out, and I'm trying to get my emotions in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I was going through tough times back at home, financially, emotionally, mentally, stuff like that. But like I said, ever since I done got out here, y'all, I just been enjoying myself. Out here, you're gonna lose weight. That's one thing. After 60 days in Thailand, you gonna lose weight, bro. I don't care how big you is. I don't care what you trying to do to get in shape. But I can tell you one thing for certain. If your stomach has a few added pounds on it, come out here, you're gonna lose pounds, because they don't have a lot of fat in their food. They don't have a lot of sugar in their foods. The foods is not processed. You know, I mean, look at Thailand people. Look at Asian people. They all slim. All the girls, basically almost all the girls got flat stomachs, and they don't even work out. All the dudes is slim. Everybody's in shape, last time I checked, and life was great. And I think that got a lot to do with foods. I really do. I don't know if you feel the same way. It might be some people's lifestyle. It might be how some people you know, don't get into certain things in their life versus other people. But I think it got a lot to do with food when it comes down to health. You feel me? I think it's more so to do with food, because you don't gotta be living the cleanest life ever. But if you eating the healthiest foods ever, that can just simply just clear up your whole lifestyle within itself. So after 60 days, I've lost a lot of weight, y'all. Look, I don't know if y'all can see, but I used to have a belly that was like, let me blow it up with some air. I used to have a belly that was like out here, bro. I mean, not like big, I wasn't heavy set, but I used to have a little belly. I noticed the belly started coming on, you know what I'm saying, when I was back in the States, you know, towards the latter end of the year. I just noticed it. And I was eating good, like steaks, baked potatoes, you know, I could afford food and take care of myself, but I'm just saying, out here I lost all that weight within a matter of like 30 days. And also, when you move to Thailand, or if you come to Thailand, again, your depression and your anxiety is gonna go away, low key. It's gonna go down, it's gonna go away, because you ain't got no worries no more. Like, this is the land of freedom. As you can see out here in this park, as free as I am, nobody's gonna bother me. You don't see no homeless people laying around, begging for nothing. It's clean, it's sanitary, the air is good. And like I said, it's like your depression levels and your stress levels is gonna go away. You're gonna catch on to other problems, like going out every night, having fun. That's another thing. When you come out here to Thailand, it's so much to do that it's hard to stay in the house. Okay, if you in the house, then you just must be disciplined, or you come out here with some type of other mission. Okay, that's understandable. But for a dude like me, who ain't never been out here, who ain't never seen the other side of the world, who ain't never traveled abroad like 28 hours across the ocean, it is hard for me to stay in the house. And out here in Thailand, man, well, I would just say every place in Southeast Asia, from what I hear, including Malaysia where I've been, it was like a party man, in Malaysia, for instance, man, they was popping fireworks every night, and it wasn't even a holiday, dude. I mean, who's to say you can't pop fireworks every day? But, you know, like in places like the States, if you pop some fireworks on a random day, you got people calling the cops on you. Your neighbors like, stop making that noise, stop it, I gotta go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's just different out here, man. Everybody's just having fun, man. And that's one thing you're gonna experience out here, the party life, okay? Now, I don't know what your vice is. I don't know if you like guys, girls. I don't know if you smoke, if you like drinking. I don't know if you do whatever. I don't know what your forte is. But out here, you're gonna be able to do that like never before, okay? It's hardly no rules out here when it comes to that type of stuff. You know, I've seen guys walking, smoking stuff. They're not bothering anybody. Nobody not bothering them. You know, they positive with it. They not starting no trouble. You know, I've seen chicks and cliques walking with little drinks in their hand. And this don't even gotta be on the beach. You know what I mean? This don't even have to be on the beach, but it's just so cool, calm, and collective. You can just walk around with your whatever you do. I mean, nobody would care. It's not even a problem here. You know, of course, don't come here and be a like antagonist, or, you know, be a bad person and let alcohol make you act crazy, or let your whatever you do make you act crazy. No, that's not tolerated here in Thailand. You will go to jail quick. They don't play out here because everybody's so positive out here. The Thai people are so cool and so positive. You can't do wrong. If you doing wrong out here, you just got low vibration. You got bad energy, okay? And you just might need to go somewhere else, man, where it's more negative energy at. But anyway, after 60 days of being here in Thailand, you're gonna get used to it, okay? I'm at a point now where I done been out to the spots and stuff so much. I done been to all the little beaches. Now I'm just getting back more into my relaxed state of mind, and I'm just like, yo, okay, so let's hop back on more of these videos. Let's be productive. What do we come here for? You know, so you're gonna have your little heebie-jeebies when you get out here. Like, you're gonna be, hey, you're gonna be throwing it back and all this and that. You're gonna be meeting all kind of girls and stuff like that, fellas. But you're gonna snap back into a reality. You're gonna say, all right, well, There's still no shortcuts in life. No matter where you go, you are always going to take you with you no matter where you go. There's no shortcuts. If you was going through some stuff in America or wherever state you come or country you come from, when you get here, other than bills, you're going to go through that too. What I'm talking about is like inner problems that you might have, like emotional problems or, you know what I'm saying, besides the depression and stress and anxiety. But I'm like, if you're dealing with something like deeper than that, then it's not gonna go away here, because it's gonna follow you here too. Just like, you know, I was going through some stuff. If you follow me, make sure you subscribe to my channel, man. I'm Big Bro Tren. But like I said, I was going through some stuff in the States, and I just noticed that it just bounced back on me like a few days ago, because I'm just thinking about like, it's like, so after 60 days of being in Thailand, it's like you have to transcend it. You know what I'm saying? You have to. It's not like you're gonna come here and it's just everything's gonna be like fantastic and your life is just gonna be great. You still gonna be the same. You're gonna have to still do the work, okay? If you don't, you can't come out here with no money too. By the way, when you come out here and after 60 days, I will give you 60 days. Your money probably gonna be coming to an end. If you left your job or if you're using your savings. I don't know, maybe you retired or something like that. Y'all probably good. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all retired people getting them checks and stuff like that. That's cool. But still, even y'all gotta watch it. But you gotta make sure that you very frugal with your money, because you could definitely get caught up with spending too much money, you know? Because things out here are so cost friendly and so dirt cheap. That's the catch. Like, if think about it, if you owned the store, would you make everything in your store the price of Gucci bags, like $900 here for that bag? Hey, no, because ain't nobody gonna come in and shop for it. You're gonna make it as cheap as you can so you can make the most money. I am. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, I don't go to the food places, or I don't go to the brew places where they got the most expensive stuff. I go to the places that got the affordable deals. That's like Thailand, bro. Thailand is like a world thrift store. And when you come here and you bring your whatever money currency that you use, you bring it here, chances are your currency gonna be stronger than Thailand's. And you're gonna think, listen to what I'm saying now, for those of you who got ears, you hear, okay? You're gonna think you spending less, which you are spending less. But when you start spending less here, it's gonna make you wanna spend more. But that's what I'm saying. That's where you have to be careful with your spending. That's where you gotta be disciplined, and you have to watch what you're doing and know what you don't need to do versus what you need to have. Let me rephrase that. You need to know what you need to have versus what you just want. So you can't let your ego get in the way of like buying shit. Okay? Like today, I wanted to go buy me another, I'm gonna tell you some real stuff. Like today, I wanted to go buy me this chain I seen. It was like this sterling silver, gold, and silver chain. You know, I wear sterling silver. I like sterling silver because I can wear it in the shower. I don't gotta worry about it. What the whoop. Y'all know how real jewelry is. And I also wanted to go get me a G-Shock watch, okay? But that was my ego telling me to go buy that, right? Now, I got the money to go buy it, don't get it wrong. I got the money, but something told me, it's 60 days, bro. You better hold on to that money, because you never know what you might need, okay? Because like I said, remember folks, after the 60 days, you have to have your visa. The visa is a whole nother process, and that costs a different level of money. Do your research on it, okay? So I held off on buying a necklace and buying a watch, and I went and bought me some good old food. And I put some more gas in my moped, and it's a full tank. So I'm feeling better because I made that decision. But I'm just saying that to say, like after 60 days, if you don't your ego will start to get to you and start telling you like, oh man, you're doing so good. You're so great. This is your dream life. You don't need to do anything. You can just spend no matter what. You're always gonna have money, man. Everything's going good for you. You know, you got so many girls on your team. You got so many guys to choose from. It's so many clubs open. Don't worry, it's all cheap. The drinks are cheap. Pool's free. Like, it's gonna be so many temptational thoughts in your head after 60 days. You have to realize what you're doing, okay? So remember that, man. I'm gonna call it vacation fever. Don't take my terms. Vacation fever. You're gonna have vacation fever after 60 days. What else I got for you before I get up off of here? Because I got things to do, folks. Another thing you can expect too after 60 days in Thailand, you're gonna meet friends. You're gonna have friends. And like I say, if you're a woman, you might have a man. If you're a man, you might have a girl that you're really interested in, you might want to be with. You're gonna see different people, foreign people. You're gonna catch feelings for them. I already know, period. You're gonna be wanting to wife somebody. I already know. Half of my homies that talk to me through the grapevine, you know, some guys that helped me get out here, they wifed up. And I wondered, like, before I came out here, I'm like, damn, how they got wifed up in Thailand so quick? Now I see why. I mean, so Thailand is also a place where you can have a great relationship if you want a relationship, because like I say, everything here is cost friendly, and y'all know the number one thing when you're having a relationship with somebody is money. Okay, so people can afford each other out here. You can actually afford to spend on your girl out here, and she can afford to buy stuff for you. Trust me, I've had it happen to me. I've had girls that I've met out here that I've, you know, dated. They've bought me stuff for the first time in my life, you know, chicks buying me gifts and stuff. And by the way, I actually got gifts for my birthday from a chick just 4 days ago, on December the 18th. So, not to make this about me, but I'm just giving y'all the best examples and the information that I can about staying here after 60 days. Staying here after 60 days, also, you might start to know a little bit of Thai language. Okay, so you're gonna learn a different language. You're gonna start looking Thai. I'm telling you. I mean, you just gonna your mindset is gonna change, where you're gonna start to take on the Thai culture. Like for instance, I got on this Thai little bracelet right here with Thai colors on it, you know, and I just rocking it. Didn't even realize I was just feeling the culture that much, you know, but you're gonna like it so much if you hear, you already know what I'm talking about, that you're gonna start to adopt some of their behaviors and stuff, man. Like, you know, they Saudi cop, they walk around, they act like they praying to you and stuff. You're gonna feel good about yourself, conscious, after 60 days, you know. So if you wanna learn a new language, also, I meant to tell y'all this too, but there's a visa that you can get after your 60 days or 90 days. It's like a language visa or something like that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Is it a language visa where you can learn their language, but the thing is you have to stay here to learn their language or something like that. But if you pay for the class to learn their language, they'll keep extending your passport to be here. So look that up, do more information on it. But that is another thing that you can do when it comes down to a visa. But yeah, man, I hope I gave y'all some good tips, man, in this video. If you're out here in Thailand, man, welcome to the Thailand, the land of freedom. If you're trying to come out here, I hope this video resonated with you, and I hope you take in this information and use it to your advantage. Remember, don't come out here with no bad vibes. Come out here with good energies, man. Make sure you detox before you come, because like I said, this food out here is something serious. It's gonna detox you if you don't already be detoxed once you get out here, if you know what I mean. So anyway, man, make sure you subscribe to this channel, man. It's your big brother Tren. Comment below and let me know what you think about this video. What was your 60 days like? Or 90 days if you was here. Comment below and let me know, what was it like? Are you still here in Thailand? Comment below and let everybody know what you think about this video. It's your big bro Tren, man. Peace.